Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. Welcome to another episode of the Ready, Set, Grow Show. It's Hillary and Deb, and we are wrapping up our How Are We Becoming series. Sorry. Oh, my goodness. Because we're talking about the how today, executing the plan. So maybe that's why I said how. That's why I said how. But who are you becoming? And everything that we talked about, so to give a quick recap, when we were talking about, a lot of the things of who we are becoming, we started off way back when, I think, when we were talking about, as moms, as parents, as entrepreneurs, we are actually forming, well, especially as mothers, we're forming people, all right, because we're thinking about who we want them to become. And as an entrepreneur, you know that for you to reach a certain level, you have to go through a process of becoming
Yeah.
somebody different, right? And Deb gave that fantastic example of how she's feeling herself. Like her husband looked at her like, "Who are you?"
Yeah.
And that is what happens in your journey. You start to change and you do become a different person. But to tie a bow on all of that, you need to execute the plan. And that's what we're talking about today in terms of executing the plan. And you would hear different things that we're pulling from the sales and closing talk that we gave, and the financial intelligence, understanding your numbers and knowing your numbers, the marketing genius, always keeping your cup full and always staying plugged into whatever your resources are. And help me remember the next.
Building and scaling.
Building and scaling, right? So
Mhm.
once you've gotten, it's almost as if those are kind of like those building blocks, and then you take all of that together and you start to execute the plan. And what
Right.
is the plan? The plan is
Well,
doing.
yeah, exactly. And the thing is, as Hillary went through the steps that we've talked to you about over the last few weeks,
Mhm.
if you're just joining us for the first time, it sounds scary, but it's not. Example, sales and closings. We as moms, grandmas, we do it all the time. Wives, husbands, we do it all the time. Okay, eat your veggie and you can have the ice cream. That's kind of sales and
So
closing.
closing.
So, even though the title might sound scary, it's really not. It's things that we do every single day in our lives, period, no matter what we're doing. If we're growing a business, if we're growing a family, it's all right there. And so the last step is the executing the plan of everything that we've talked about. And actually, in a sense, as we talked about each week, we executed the plan for you. We explained it to you how to take the action.
Yes, exactly. And the action, it's very that taking the action is, in essence, the execution. All right. Because you could know your numbers, right? So, like in the financial intelligence talk, you could know your numbers, you could know the number of products that you have to sell, the number of people you want to recruit, or whatever is your business model that you're looking at. But knowing the number and not going and taking the action of what you need to get those numbers is totally different. And that's where we want to talk to you about some income producing activities. Okay. So,
Mhm.
in the execution of the plan, you must know what are the activities that are going to hit the numbers that you established, right? So, you know your numbers. You have to know what are the activities that will get you there. So, is it talking to people? Is it sending out emails? Is it creating social posts? Is it following up? All right. Is it attending events? Okay. Um, is it engaging in Facebook or LinkedIn or whatever groups you're in, right? Forums, they used to call it long ago, right? Right.
Well, we have news for you. It's all of the above.
Above. It's all of the above. And yes, but you've got to fine tune and make sure that you know what is the key thing that you're doing. And
Yeah.
let's be honest, regardless of whether you're a network marketer, an affiliate marketer, a consultant, a YouTuber, podcaster, whatever, people will be buying from you. So
Mhm.
one of your income producing activities, I'll pause.
Sorry. I even looked at it when I was saying my prayers, and I thought, because we are going to be traveling on Saturday, and we're going to be gone for a week, I'll stop the clock so it, doesn't long, and I have to wind it every week, once a week.
Right.
So anyway, and I just totally got busy and forgot. So
And forgot. Yep. So I paused for the cause there for the clock. And I lost my train of thought. Right. We're buying from people, or people are buying from you. So
right.
whether you're in network marketing, whether you're in affiliate marketing, or whatever that is, right? Whatever your business model, you still need to engage with people. So an income producing activity is, in one shape or form, engaging with people and having conversations with people, whether that's opening conversations, whether that's following up with people, whether it's just connecting with new people, whether it's putting out content so that you could connect with people. All
Mhm.
right. Those are the income producing activities that you're going to have to pretty much, um, engage in on a daily basis, and that's executing the plan. Another thing that's powerful for me, in terms of executing the plan and helping me execute the plan, is accountability. Wouldn't you say so?
Right. Oh yeah. Yeah. I love it because being a nurse, I already feel accountable to myself, to my patients. But I don't actively nurse anymore. I'm building a business. But I still need to be held accountable because, again, my personality says, okay, Deb, you got to do this. I might procrastinate a little bit, where having somebody holding me accountable, that procrastination goes maybe from here to here, if that. And so, yeah, the accountability really helps us move forward.
Forward. Yes, definitely. Yeah. So a lot of that is part of your actions and the actions that you're going to take. What is the other? Because we had IPS accountabilities. I couldn't remember.
Three ways. That is another way to be held accountable and to, in a sense, take a little pressure off of you because you have invited. Some people will call it a business partner. Some people will call it maybe a founding member of, let's say, of your business that you might be in. But they can actually, with them helping, it gives you more credibility, and that's what we're doing, is we're building our brand, we're building our credibility, and so the accountability partner helps with that
With
also.
that, definitely, yes. So it's kind of like, whenever you get that recommendation, okay, it's pretty much when we go on Facebook recently, and locally here in Trinidad, there's a fellow entrepreneur who, she recently started a podcast, and for whatever reason, I kept looking at, the different things that she's doing, and she just asked a random question about if there anybody locally who could make a Murphy bed. Right? No, she didn't even know what the name of the bed was. She just put up the picture from Pinterest, right? And then a whole host of people started commenting about, well, it's called a Murphy bed. And then they drop a recommendation, and they drop a recommendation, and they drop of local carpenters who specialize in doing it. Right now, yes, in the US, you could just buy the kit, put it together. But she was looking for, a carpenter to do that. And it's so interesting because now, here on in a social environment, that those carpenters who were recommended by other people, they're going to get business, whether it's from, because maybe I didn't want a Murphy bed, but maybe, it's Christmas time and I want to fix my cupboards. I'll go
Right.
back there. It's called the
Right.
recommendation, right? So you are edified by other people. Okay, and that is where, three-way, whether it's a three-way conversation, or whether it's the accountability, or even just a recommendation. Recommendations edify you, right? So if you're getting recommendations, that's a great thing, right? Whatever type of business you're in. And then people are like, yeah, I want to work with you. I think you're good. I see something that we connect with.
Mhm.
And then you now have to take the action of following up. All right. If you see a recommendation come in, or if you see a referral come in, obviously you still have to take the action and follow up.
Yep, yep.
Right? We're not going to
And
sit down here and tell you because you get a million recommendations a day, you're going to do swell in business. Not if you don't speak to one of them.
exactly, exactly. And the thing is, since Hillary and I have been doing this live every Tuesday, I have had people reach out to me, and I'm like, whoa, because I don't see any comments as we are doing this. The comments come afterwards
Mhm.
on my page. And it's like, oh, I just love your energy, and that's the other nice thing. Doing a live like this helps people learn who you are
Oh,
and can give you a recommendation of, gosh, Hillary just really runs a really awesome product, whatever it may be. And I would recommend you get in touch with Hillary, that kind of thing. So you
yeah.
never know who's watching you doing anything, your posts, your lives. A three-way conversation, whatever it is, even if you're out and about, people are watching you.
Yeah.
And so, it's fun, but yet we have to be on our best behavior too because people are watching.
Well, and we're always on our best behavior because we're always striving to be good, right? Good. So we
Exactly.
don't have that
Exactly.
problem.
Nope. Nope.
Yeah. So, in wrapping up this, this was a very quick summary, but in wrapping up, we wanted to demonstrate to you that, effectively executing the plan is understanding that your business is going to require your interaction with people, one. All right. And that's knowing your numbers. Now, we're not saying think of people as numbers. All right. But you've
No.
got to have a very structured understanding of how you're going to generate revenue in your business. You just have to know that fundamentally. Understand that you are always in sales and closing mode, especially if you're a parent or a grandparent. Trust me. Or even a wife or husband, because you're always trying to convince somebody of
Uh-huh.
something. Okay. So think about the sales and the closing method like you're trying to get your kid to eat vegetables because
Mhm.
it's just good for them. Think about it that way. And then all the pressure is off. Okay. Remember that in your marketing, you can't market what you don't know. So always be filling your cup, filling your tank, connecting with your accountability partners, connecting with you, whatever community feeds you. Okay, that's
Right.
important. Right.
Right.
And then always forgetting the last one.
Building and scaling.
And then you build and scale. Right.
Oh,
You go and you teach others how to do the same, right?
yes, yes. And again, the titles might sound a little scary, but they're not. And as Hillary said, if you stay in the sales and closing mode, you are truly not being a servant because you're thinking about the sale. And yes, I might think, oh my gosh, this is so awesome for Hillary. She really needs this. No, it doesn't work that way. It's up to Hillary to decide what she wants. Technically, she might need something that I'm offering or in a content that I'm giving, but all I can do is give value. The person has to decide for themselves. And sometimes it's not a decision that we think, but it's not our decision to make.
To make.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yes. Yeah. So that is our talk for today. Go and execute a plan. You've gone through. check out the replays, drop a hashtag replay. But definitely go out there, identify what are those activities that are going to be income producing activities for you. And if you need help identifying them, reach out to either Deb or I. We already have our income producing activities. We know what we're going after every day. And if you need some guidance and assistance with that, hey, reach out to us. We'd be more than happy to share. All right.
We would love it. We would love it. So, all right.
See you next week, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye.